Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on comparing fractions worksheets. So this video presents a few slides and we have exercises which give us some practice in comparing fractions. Now we did a lesson on this earlier, so if you need a refresher course on this topic, when you get to the end of the video, there is a link and it will take you to the lesson, and that will explain how to do these exercises. Let's get started. Use the above number lines to place the following fractions in ascending order. Now we have to remember, ascending order means from lowest to highest. So you start from the smallest one first and you go to the largest one. Now we do this visually. So there are your four number lines. They have been drawn to scale, so all this is perfectly accurate. So for number one, for example, you look at those three fractions there, you find out where they are here, and that will help you to write them in ascending order. And it's the same for each question. Locate the three individual fractions in each particular question. Once you've done that, this is quite easy to answer. Now the next slide is a little bit more challenging. Find the lowest common denominator for each of the following fractions. After that, place them in ascending order. Again, ascending order is from smallest to largest. Now we notice a couple of things here. Firstly, there's no number line to work with, so we're not using a number line. Secondly, the denominators are different. So the challenge is to make these denominators the same. So we have to find the lowest common denominator. Now the way to do this, basically, you start off by finding the lowest common multiple of all these numbers. That is, what is the smallest number that each of these denominators will divide into evenly? Once you find that, that number will help you find what the denominators for each of those fractions will be. And the denominators will be the same. Now this was all explained in the previous lesson, and I'll repeat, if you need a refresher course, just click the link at the end and it'll actually explain how to do these. The next one is find the lowest common denominator for each of the following fractions. After that, place them in descending order. So that means from largest to smallest. Now the crucial thing is we must make all these denominators the same. Okay? Now by doing that, it will help us to add the fractions together. The way to find the lowest common denominator, that will be the denominator that we want. That is the one that we want. We firstly have to find the lowest common multiple. Okay, we need the lowest common multiple, and that will help us to find the lowest common denominator. So this video has given us some exercises, and we have had some practice in placing fractions in order. We saw how to do it with a number line, but this slide here is a little bit more challenging because the denominators are different and we have to do some special calculations to make all the denominators the same.